Hello, today I'm going to make a tasty apple treat. This is something that you can use anytime. It can be breakfast, it can be a snack, it can be a dessert, and it's simple, super simple. If they have help with cutting, then the children can even do this because it's that easy. And it requires very little in the way of ingredients. You use flour tortillas, an apple, some cinnamon, sugar, butter, and cheese. And I'll tell you in a minute why the cheese. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut my apple. And of course, take out the core. And I'll have to tell you the story behind this because, first of all, I don't usually use recipes when I cook. I just cook. So I just thought this up in my head one day. And the reason that I'm doing it like it is many years ago when I was a senior in high school, as I graduated, we went on a trip to Bandera Dude Ranch, but we had lots of fun. So we rented a banquet room in a big hotel in San Antonio, and we had a banquet. So for dessert, they served apple pie with cheese on top. Well, I had never heard of such a thing as cheese on top of apple pie, but it was really, really good. So this is where I dreamed this up from, was from my experience with the cheese and the apple pie. So after you have washed your hands and washed your apple and gotten all your ingredients together, then you just simply slice your apples onto half of your tortilla. You can slice them a little bit thin or a little bit thicker. That's going to decide your cooking time. If you slice them thicker, you're going to need more cooking time. If you slice them thinner, you'll need less. And then also, the length of time that you cook is going to vary depending on the kind of tortilla you use. You can get all kinds of tortillas. You can get sandwich tortillas. You can get thick tortillas, thin tortillas, just any kind that you can dream of that you might want. So whatever you have in the house, it doesn't matter. They all work just as well as one as the other. And your apple slices don't have to be uniform. They can be different to be able to place them on the tortilla where it works. So after you get your apples onto half of your tortilla, you can rearrange them, fix them however you want to. Then the next step is going to be to add some grated cheese. You can grate your own cheese. You can use the already shredded cheese like this. You can use any kind you want, cheddar cheese. I've not used it with mozzarella cheese, but you could use Monterey Jack. You could use Velveeta. You could use any of the cheeses. This is just what I happen to have in my refrigerator today. So then after you do that, you fold it in half. And when I started, I creased it just a little bit so I would know where half was, so I would do that correctly. Then you take a knife and some soft butter, or it doesn't matter if it's soft or not because you can just put little pats around on the top. And then you just spread some butter on top of your tortilla. And then when you're finished with that, you just sprinkle a little bit of sugar. I'm not a really sweet person, so I don't put very much sugar. And it's not the healthiest thing for you, but just a little bit gives it some flavor and some texture and makes it taste yummy. And then you sprinkle it with cinnamon. Probably serving size, maybe half of one of these would be a good serving size. You get lots of vitamins from your apples. You get fiber. You get dairy from your cheese. And then, of course, you have your tortilla, which is a grain. You could probably even use whole wheat tortillas if that's what you chose to do. And then put it in a baking dish. You bake it in the oven for, I do it at 350 in about 15 minutes, but oven temperatures vary a little bit. And then the thickness of your tortilla and the thickness of your apple. Sometimes it takes 17, 18 minutes, but usually about 15 is all that you need to bake it, and then it's ready to serve. Okay, so we'll get one that I've already prepared. That we're ready for the oven. And this is what you get. Today I'll cut it into thirds. And this is a quick, easy, tasty apple treat. Thank you.